Well, hello everybody. It is the Sunday before Christmas. So it's the 22nd of December and I shouldn't be working, but I have good clients who I like. And so I am doing the Christmas flowers for my neighbour down the road who likes a house full of flowers for Christmas. And I thought you might like to see how differently I'm doing them from, she had a party last weekend and I did the flowers for that. They were lovely white and golden. And I'm going to do something slightly different. She loves her flowers to be white, so they're all white, but I have evolved the story a little bit for her Christmas flowers, and I thought you might like to come along for the ride, see what I'm making, and then I'm going to use up the leftovers, and I have yet to make a wreath for my door or flowers for my house for Christmas. So I'm only allowed to use the leftovers, and I'm going to make something for my door and my house. Just to show you what I've got, loads of tulips, white tulips from Smith & Munson, cabbages, lovely cabbages, snapdragons, tanacetum, feverfew, and white narcissi. And I'm going to do something very unlike me. I'm going to barely use any foliage. They're going to be very flowery, but it's Christmas and you've got to, I think, it's not so much that I need to use tinsel and baubles, and what I need to do is have a different feel from my normal feel because it's a celebratory, different look. And a mass of white flowers is really, really stunning. And my client's house is painted a sort of warm, quite dark, not dark, but it's rich grey. And so glowing white will look really pretty against the grey, I hope. Anyway, come along with me and we'll see what we can make. And if you're wondering, I am working away listening to Radio 3, which is a lovely thing to listen to on the Sunday before Christmas because it's carols, lots and lots of lovely Christmassy music, and I'm singing along. And I'm just going to recommend to you, this may sound very odd, we went to our village carol service on Friday and it was absolutely lovely, candlelit. We sang songs we know well, we listened to readings we know well. It was absolutely lovely. Lots of neighbours and friends coming in, mince pie and a chat afterwards. It was absolutely lovely. Felt like community building and community reinforcement, but also, and I have a theory about this, so what I'm saying is, whatever your faith, join your fellow faithful at some point in the year. I love Christmas because I know all the songs and it feels great. So we will go to church this Christmas, not only because without the story of Advent there would be no Christmas, there'd probably be some kind of festival of light, but not necessarily Christmas. We will go, and I love a church service because, faith aside, I think it's incredibly good for you. Imagine how good for you community singing is. Da 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 da. I can't sing, but anyway, singing along with your friends and neighbours makes you breathe from your diaphragm. It's very good. It's a lovely thing to do, to sing and get the sound out of you. You vibrate as you sing, you can feel it, and it's like, oh, it's lovely sort of feeling. And you're surrounded by other people doing the same thing, so, oh, gorgeous. So community singing, very gentle exercise. You stand up, you kneel down, you stand up, you kneel down. So it's like a really, really gentle exercise class. Community singing, you spend an hour contemplating the common good, which is a very good idea, whatever your faith, to consider your neighbours, friends, and those around the world who might need help or support. You might be inspired to do a good thing. And then afterwards, you chat to all your neighbours. Even in the middle of the service, if you're in the Church of England, you turn around, and even the Church of Rome, I think we all turn around and wish for each, offer one another the sign of peace, which is incredibly, if you think about it, it's the loveliest thing you can do. Turn around and shake hands with your neighbour, whoever they may be, and say, peace be with you. What a great, isn't that a lovely thing to do? We ought to do that as we walk down the road, saying to people. But anyway, we do it in church. So whatever your faith, I really recommend going to the hub where your faith is based and joining in a service, because you'll sing, you'll breathe, you'll focus on the common good together, and you'll take some very gentle exercise, and then you have some nice chats with your neighbours and reinforce your community as a friendly, kind and generous place to be. Just say yes. Anyway, going back to singing carols loudly with Radio 3, which I highly recommend for singing along style stuff. And a Christmas present to me from you would be if you liked, commented or shared this clip. Thank you very much. So if you've watched any of my clips before, you'll know that I tend to do one kind of thing all at once. So I'm going to do the three large arrangements first. I'm going to start with cabbages. I'm going to sort of build them. You'll see, I'll show you as each section works. Right, very simple. 5 cabbages in each vase. 5 cabbages and 5 snapdragons. 5 stems of cabbages, 5 stems of snaps and 5 stems of tanacetum or feverfew. 5 stems of cabbages, 5 stems snaps, 5 stems tanacetum and 5 alstro. And now each has 15 stems of tulips tucked in. So I've added 9 narcissi to each, along with the tulips, the snaps, the cabbages, the feverfew and the alstro. And I'm now going to make them Christmassy. So these are all, look, white, very, very calm, very calm. And look, we have some lovely white-edged holly. And this is all I'm going to add to keep it cool and calm, but also give it a Christmas vibe. So there we have 3 sort of cool, beautiful, luxurious looking, but also tiny bit Christmassy arrangements that I set myself. Même si je le dis moi-même, j'ai vu pire. I have seen worse. I really like them. I'm very lucky. I'm allowed to make what I like by my clients. And as a result, I generally really like my work. Cool, I like cool. I like a cool Christmas. Look at that. Cool. Now let's make the posies. Cute posies, no? I love the little splash of holly. I think it's like it's like a nod and a wink to Christmas rather than full on Christmas. Just a scratch of Christmas. And the light in here is lovely this morning. If you watched the clip I made earlier this week when I was up at my parents' house of Mum's garden, you'll know that the top of her holly tree was cut off because she's turning it into a ball. So I put the top of the holly tree in the back of the car and I drove it south because, as you know, waste not, want not. I even have it written on my furniture. I love the fact that these posies are full of waste not, want not holly from Mum's, and they're standing on the waste not, want not furniture. Right, there's the last bought arrangement of the year. I'll just box these up and they'll be delivered tomorrow, Monday morning. Now, what am I going to make for myself? I do love a mass of flowers. I've always loved a mass of flowers like this. Massed flowers. So I've got some tulips left and some dead dry bits. And I need a wreath and some flowers for the house. So this is what I've done for the house. Very simple. Fat vases of tulips. Round. As many as I can fit in each vase. I love them. Anyway, happy Christmas, everybody. These vases are made by a neighbour of mine called Jarappa, and they're recycled glass and they're really nice. I've got this colour, I've got green, which I like, and also clear glass, very attractive. Anyway, happy Christmas, everybody.